Peace and blessings, Israel. Hope you sincere. Brothers and sisters are edified by this word. We give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, for allowing this word to come out, man. And, again, I hope you sincere, brothers and sisters is edified. And in this word, we're going to name this one from 1992 to 2020. Police brutality towards blacks has not changed. That's right. From 1992, which is the year I graduated from high school, all the way up until now, which is 2020, currently June 11th, police brutality towards blacks has not changed. Now, I want you to pause for a minute and think about what I just said. When you do the math, from 1992 till today of 2020, we're talking almost 30 years. We're talking 28 years to be exact. Almost 30 years. And in 30 years, police brutality towards black folks has not changed. Now pause and think about that for a minute. So what that means is, for 28 years straight, the subject of police brutality towards blacks, it hasn't changed. It's still going. The trend is still going. It's going upward. You see? Now, most recently, we all know about George Floyd and the travesty that was. But for you young folks, you people that's maybe 15 to 20 years old, you individuals, I have you to know that there was an individual by the name of Rodney King, okay, who was beaten by police officers. You even seen it on tape. I mean, beat this man like he stole something, literally. And these officers who beat this man, billy clubs, whatever you could think of, on camera, were found acquitted of beating this man, an unarmed man that did not pose a threat. He was already contained. It was nothing about him suggested he would be a problem. It was nothing about him that said he would resist arrest. And he was beaten by 4 officers, I believe. All were acquitted. Now pause and think about that for a minute. You see? What am I saying, brothers and sisters? There's an extreme spirit of hate. There's an extreme spirit of oppression. There's an extreme spirit of injustice toward the so-called blacks when it comes to these officers. What you see on the screen, this is what it looks like when they ready to go and target Jake. This is what it looks like. This is the beginning of the end. What you see on the screen is what the pursuit, what the focus looks like when they going out looking for Jake to brutalize. This is what it looks like in the pursuit of that. You see, everybody is having an uproar and making a lot of noise about George Floyd. Let's not forget Rodney King in 1992. And all 4 officers, I believe, I want to say 4, they were found acquitted of damn near killing this man on camera. And what's the one thing, what's the one angle that they always use, the police, that they always use to position themselves to brutally deal with us? What they usually say, that Jake resisted arrest. So part of your training is when a black man resists arrest, all out war, go and kill him. You see? You people, man, y'all better wake up and smell the coffee brewing, man, because it's a much deeper situation that's happening here, man. These police brutalities towards blacks for the last almost 30 years, they're not accidental. They're blatant. You see? Ecclesiastes 1:9, it told you, man, there is nothing new under the sun. So police brutality towards black folks is nothing new. Now, what's the immediate reaction? Usually when we are being victimized of police brutality, riots, outrage, violence, marches, protests, looting, speeches. All of these are the things that we do once police brutality against one of us takes place, right? And that all of that has been going on also since 1992. The protests, the riots, the outrage, the violence, the marches, the protesting, the looting, the speeches. You can take this all the way back to 1992, all the way up until today. What am I saying, brothers and sisters? It ain't finna stop nothing. It hasn't changed. And it ain't gonna stop. See, the marching, the riots, all of that, nah, man, that ain't the answer. I know what the answer is. I ain't gonna say it on this video because you gotta use common sense, man. Understand what this is, man. Albert Einstein, he coined insanity as doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. That's exactly what the so-called black folks is doing when they do when they respond with rioting, outrage, violence, marches, protesting, looting, and these speeches. They doing all that expecting different results from the previous police brutality situation. It's insanity. Why? Because y'all doing the same thing over and over again, thinking that it's going to send a message to stop police brutality, and it ain't. It's not stopping. The same results are happening. Police brutality towards blacks is continuing to happen. Now, if you just heard what I said, then you know the answer is not rioting. You know the answer is not outrage and violence. You know the answer is not marches. You know the answer is not protesting. You know the answer is not looting. What is the answer? I know what the answer is. Y'all better wake up, man, and understand what is going on. If I got the answer, then that means you got the answer. It's that simple, man. What's the name of the lesson, man? From 1992 to 2020, police brutality towards blacks has not changed. You dig? Anytime you can see a man get beat, I'm talking about extremely beaten on TV. Footage of this, that these officers did not know someone was recording them doing this despicable act. And these men were found acquitted. Unreal, man. Unreal. 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 Shalom, man. I'm done.